If you are a woman living her best hot mess express life while simultaneously crushing it, and you're craving more clarity, purpose, and excellence, get ready because you're in the right spot. I am your host, Chelsea DeBruin-Colbert, and I want to welcome you to Season 2 of All Things Excellence, the podcast, where I'll be bringing you all the inspiration and insights your excellence-seeking heart desires. This season, I'm stepping back into chasing big, bold, and absolutely terrifying goals, sharing every honest step and misstep along the way. We're continuing our beloved Unscripted series, featuring live clarity coaching sessions with guests just like you, and diving deep into raw behind-the-scenes stories of powerhouse women founders I am wildly obsessed with, whose journeys will fuel your own. So grab your coffee, settle in, and get ready to discover just how close you are to the life your soul is calling you to create. This is All Things Excellence. Hey, All Things Excellence fam. We are continuing on with our Enneagram the Holidays, and today's, we have our Enneagram 3, Savanna, but she identified as an Enneagram 2 for just a little moment, to the point where a million times today I've had to say to myself, she's a 3, she's a 3, she's a 3. And even I know you're a 3. Like the moment I saw you interacting in the world, I knew you were a 3, but like we called you a 2 for so long. I say so long, like 5 months.
Yeah, but we've done
Even
a
though
lot in 5 months.
for 5 months, but it was a deep identity she took on. But it was because you really typed, like we did a full typing. She really did type as a 2, and I had a curiosity when you typed as a 2 if it was more environment based, that you were answering the questions the way that you were. But then I saw you in action, and then I knew you were a 3. Yeah, but I waited for you to come to the, because everybody else, I just was telling them, you're not, you're wrong. So I have developed patience, and I just let you come to the conclusion.
Yeah, but then it was a whole identity crisis when I finally decided I wasn't a 2.
We're
I'm
still
like,
in the middle of the crisis, but it checks
we
so
are like,
well. Like there's no denying it, right?
no, like absolutely not.
No.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
That's how I feel as an 8. I felt like the moment I realized, like, oh my gosh, I am an Enneagram 8. It was nothing in the world made more sense than that, but also all at the same time, like, oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do about the intensity that pumps through my veins. Dang it.
Yeah, it sucks.
It was exciting and frustrating all at the same time. So, okay. Well, we are here to talk about what it is like for you with the holidays, which I think is really fun because you are entering the very first holiday season. You've already had a lot of events with holidays. Like you're in the throes of it.
But yeah.
And you are living in the throes of your very first holiday, seeing yourself through the lens of being an Enneagram 3.
Yeah.
And you're
And it's
seeing a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's start with decorating. Are you a decorator for the
Yeah.
holidays?
Yeah. I should have
Yeah.
had my Christmas tree behind me. Then it would
I
have been
know.
big.
Y'all can't see this unless you're on YouTube, but for the first episode yet, I grabbed a holiday mug and it is full of apple cider.
And that's the best. Apple
I
cider.
know. That's Kobe's thing.
Apple cider.
Yeah, and there's like an apple cider shortage. If y'all didn't know this, there's an apple cider shortage this year. I don't know what's going on.
Haven't
I
heard
need
that.
some research. Fry's is out of it. Sprouts barely had any. We had to hunt all over the place. And Sprouts was even discontinuing the apple cider. So I
What?
bought him 6 bottles.
Oh my god. I hope it lasts you all winter.
I bought him 6 bottles. He's very serious about it. You know how those pots that you put on, what are those called? The pots that you put on the oven that smell good?
Yeah, the potpourri. That
No, but
can
it's like real stuff. It's like you put like spices in there and an
it's
apple.
like a potpourri,
Simmer
right?
pot? It's like a simmer
Yeah,
pot?
you could call it a simmer pot, I guess.
I think it's
Now
called
we
a
need to
simmer.
ask everyone. Do you call it a
Yes,
simmer pot or do you call it a potpourri?
potpourri. Yes, is it a potpourri or is it a simmer pot? But everything in there is technically edible. Like it is technically edible that's in there. And so apple cider to him on the stove on the warmer part is basically like a simmer pot all holiday season. So every weekend, and then when we're off school there for a couple weeks, he'll have it on the whole time and he'll drink it like crazy. It's his thing. It's like very nostalgic for him. So I have a little apple cider in my holiday mug for our session this evening. So, okay, do you decorate a lot? Like, what is this like an all out thing? Is this like so Enneagram 3s are known as the achievers. It is very important to them that the world sees them as successful. So, do you feel like you decorate for yourself or others? Don't lie.
I think if I lived alone, I would go crazy. But
Hmm.
I am a little bit more reined down because,
Oh,
well,
okay.
one, I have kids, so I don't want my stuff broken.
Mm. Fair.
Two, my
Fair.
husband just thinks like overindulgence and that kind of stuff is just like silly.
Okay, so he keeps you balanced.
He does. Yeah.
Yes, but you would go
Sometimes.
hog wild.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I feel like I also don't like a lot of clutter, honestly. So if it looks too
Oh,
cluttery, like
then you
that
don't want
drives,
that.
which is ironic considering my office right now, but
Y'all, we're in the throes.
we're not
We're
gonna
wrapping
touch.
up the year of the snake, apparently. We're shedding all the old skin. We're purging all the old things. We're all hot mess expresses, just trying to get to, like the 20th of December where we can purge our lives.
Yeah, just trying to survive at this point.
Yeah, right? Like you got kids, you've got concerts and holiday parties, and you've got local family, and you've got your local Savor Society events that you're doing.
It's a lot of
She's,
things.
I'm listing this list and she's having a mental breakdown in front of me. I'm just kidding, but she's definitely like,
Sometimes I feel like that. I just need to get through next Thursday and then it's let's enjoy the holidays, right?
I feel like your whole soul was like, I need a breath. Okay, so what is it like? Sometimes we call the Enneagram threes the box checkers, right? They're like trying to check all the boxes of all the things to make them look successful. What is it like entering your first holiday season, being aware that you're trying to do that?
Well, it's interesting just even considering this and thinking about it, like
Yeah.
about even previous years, is I don't like to
Mm,
overcommit myself to too many things.
you don't.
'Cause then if I commit myself to too much, then I feel like it wasn't a success, or like if I decide last minute, like I can't do that one more thing, then I feel like a failure, or that I'm like hurting somebody in the process of like not showing up to something.
Okay, so when Enneagram threes get stressed, they go to a nine and they become like the stressy part of a nine. Well, the stressy part of a nine is the sloth mode, where you fall asleep to being intentional in your relationships. So do you feel like that? Like, if you do you recognize in yourself, if I put too much on my plate, I get stressed out, I check out, and I go into like sloth hermit mode.
Yeah, or if I'm like hanging out with people, I can't
Hmm.
even focus on them because I'm so concerned about the next thing that I have to do. Right? Like even if I'm at like
Oh,
one party and I'm like, "Okay, I have this next party I need to go to," I
yeah.
can't fully be present or enjoy the moment because I'm so like, "Okay, I need to make sure that I'm aware of what time it is, where we are so that we can go and be at the next thing."
That sounds terrible. Do you like going to a lot of holiday parties?
Well, the funny thing is that I love being around people. I do like holiday parties, but I think
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so Robin in the Enneagram Sevens talked about how because she has kids, she is more likely to say no to non-kid holiday parties because like you feel like you can only do so many non-kid holiday parties. Do you feel that?
Well, I actually this is gonna sound so bad, but I'm like, I like doing things without my kids. Like, I like doing things with my kids, but I'm kind of the person that's like, if my kids are there, I can't focus on the people that are there as much.
Okay,
Does
so when
that make
she
sense?
said that, I'm like that alone makes me not want to have kids because I want to go to the party because I want to see my friends, not because I
Right.
want to manage my kids in somebody else's house. And and people will go, "Oh, this is because you don't have kids." And that's a lie because I love our kids. I
Hmm.
love our niece and nephews. I love them. But when I go to a Christmas party and it's just everyone's kids running around and screaming bloody murder, I don't want to be there. Like I
Yeah.
think about that. Like I think about like are there going to be kids there? Like I also was the person who didn't invite kids to our wedding because I was like weddings aren't places for children.
Right. They're not gonna enjoy it, and their parents are just gonna not enjoy it either because they're gonna be chasing them around.
Yeah.
So
And I
it's
just don't think it's fun to try and have a good time over screaming children. And I'm like, can you not get I guess I also grew up with two parents who got babysitters all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, we loved our babysitters.
Yeah, my kids love their babysitters too. Like my kids would almost prefer to be at a babysitter than be at
I
a board.
mean, my mom partied at night for a living with direct sales. And so we were frequently like, when's Marianne coming and when are you leaving? Because our dad was always outside farming at night.
And babysitters are just so much more lax. Mom's me as an Enneagram 3, I'm like, let's get it done. It's 7 o'clock. Like
Yes.
it's already past your
Yes.
bedtime. Like brush your teeth, get in your pajamas, get in your bed. Like I at
Yeah.
7, I'm tapped out. Like, I
Yes.
need my time so that I can now do my stuff.
You put your kids to bed at 7?
I try. It
I
doesn't
love
always
that.
work
I
out
love
that
that.
way, but it's like, yeah, they're
Okay,
usually
that's cool.
down, but
I
at
also
least
love hearing that from you about this whole kid thing. Because when Robin said that, I was like, oh my gosh, do like people with kids not want to go to holidays where they can't bring their kids? Like, that sounds terrible. She also only has one kid, so I think that might be different.
it could be. Yeah, that could be different.
You know?
Like I like bringing my kids to things. It's not that I don't. It's just I think I can only handle so much like
Hmm.
overstimulation, which I didn't
Yeah.
recognize that that was something about me. I thought that I
Right.
always liked the chaos,
Yeah.
but now knowing that I'm a 3, I'm like I can see those different areas where it's like,
Oh,
no,
you can
you
see yourself going in and out of health
yes. Yeah.
from overstimulation.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's that. I'm very sensitive to how I am when I'm overstimulated, and I think people think I'm not nice.
And if it's expected, like, it just
Yeah.
depends on my vibe. It depends on, like, what my
Hmm.
objective or, like, my
Hmm.
goal is for going to
Hmm.
this event
Mm. That's so true. That's so
and
true.
the environment that it's gonna be in. If it's,
Okay.
like, in an environment where I, like, know that my kids are gonna get into things and I'm not gonna be able to enjoy myself because I can't
Mm.
relax, then I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna bring my kids."
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's,
So, what part of the holiday season do you genuinely love, and what tends to drain you?
I mean, I love the people. I really do enjoy
You
spending
oh,
time with the
you
people.
do. Like you love the fact that the holidays are about being together with other people. Okay.
Yeah. Does that surprise you?
I just can't fathom that concept.
Yeah, I do.
I
I
think
like
you know why I love the holidays? Because there's a solid week break in there where no one needs me because they're so busy with their family and not friends and family, and I just get to be alone.
Well, that's funny, and for me, I think it's like
Hmm.
I get an excuse to not have to work. Well, it's just kinda
Yeah.
similar, but, like, just
Yeah.
different, like, I can
But you have an
actually go
excuse to not
enjoy
work and go be with people. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't want to be with anyone. I want to be by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe because well, I don't know. I think that's just, yeah. So then what drains you about the holiday?
I think what's if I overbook myself and, like, put too much on my plate,
Mm,
which I tend to
yeah.
do because I like to say yes to everything because I want to be able to
Yeah.
do all the things.
Yeah.
I don't like
Okay.
disappointing people.
So you don't want to disappoint people. You want to show up. You want to be invited. You want to like have it all put together. So, okay. So what is your ideal holiday environment? Like quiet, busy, structured, spontaneous, like and like the rhythm of it. Like, do you like having the parties and going to them and seeing the people and like having things on the calendar?
Yeah, I like to have things on the calendar, but also I don't like to commit to things too early.
Why?
I think because sometimes I wanna pick the thing that sounds the best the day of.
Okay, you and Robin both on this whole like,
Which is so funny because I
yeah.
did resonate with Robin when she was
When she
saying that.
said
I'm
that,
like, I resonate with that when she's like, "I wanna do all of the things," but then sometimes she overcommits or she says yes to everything, whereas I'm like, I'm not gonna say yes to anything until it's closer because I wanna make sure that I pick the thing that
that you're
sounds the best
yes.
that time,
And
which is
what does
so
that mean to
me.
you? So
That's not
like
a good
picking like what qualifies as like your best yes? Like how if I wanted to get you to say yes to my party, what does it need to include?
I honestly think it's the people.
And the food.
Like, who I wanna spend my time with. Does that
What
make
if the
sense?
people
Like,
were equal, but my food was better?
that is a hard one for me.
That's our
I
phony.
don't know, are the people actually equally better, though?
Yeah, they're equal. They're equal, but the food's for sure better. At my party, the food's gonna be
I
better.
don't know, what are you doing at your party? Are you just hanging out, or is this, like,
Oh, okay.
planning
Okay.
part of it?
Okay.
Like, what are we gonna be doing at your
Okay.
party?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, here's why I think I don't like holiday parties. I don't understand the point.
Because 'Cause you're just standing around.
Yeah, I don't understand the point, and especially because like we don't drink.
Mhm.
So I really genuinely like I'll get invited to parties and it's like everyone's just like standing around and having a cocktail and I'm like just standing around and I think that they're having fun because they've had cocktails and I'm like I'm actually not having fun with you and your 5 cocktails and thinking that you're funny, because I actually don't think you're funny.
Yeah.
So,
So here's what it is. What's the objective of the party?
what is
That's
the
what I
objective
want
of
to
the party?
know, right? Like, are we just standing
Mhm,
around? So
mhm.
if you were equal people and
Yeah,
someone had better food than the other, I would still
yeah,
not choose the better food. I would choose whatever the better activity is. So is this just like, hey, we're gonna stand around and visit, or are we
uh-huh.
gonna play the white elephant game? Like, I'm going to the white elephant party.
So, if there's board games, I'm there.
Hmm.
Like, are we gonna play Rummy Cube, Little Sequence, stuff like that? Also, let's say one party I know is really catered to the fact that they serve like more like clean food, like really good, delicious clean food. You know how I feel on this like clean food thing. Like actual clean food, not what other people think is clean food, but like actual clean food. But then the other one is like dirty food, where they've got like barbecued smokies, which everything about barbecued smokies is gluten city, red dye city, and then they've got like, I don't know. I don't even know. What do people serve at parties? Like, I think about the smokies because I swear to God, everybody serves them at every single party. It's the
Yeah,
most
and you
crazy
said the
thing.
appetizer, that's all I can think of. Cheese balls
Yes.
and
Cheese balls and all
on
the,
cooked
okay,
chicken
I look at
and
the
chips and salsa.
yes, I look at the cheese and cracker tray and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's literally all like gluten city crackers. And it's like the cheap cheese that you bought the tray at Costco, like you didn't even buy the good cheese. Like, I do think those things factor into for me.
For you? Okay.
Yeah, I think there's got to be intention. I think
So
the
it doesn't
food,
matter what the objective is. Like,
well, no, once we've established it's an objective that I'm cool with, then I'm going to go, okay, objective, like, oh, we're gonna do board games. Like this actually could be a fun time. And then I'm like, okay, but are there people there that I know, or am I gonna have to do small talk? I'm not doing small talk. I might actually start with the small talk. First of all, are there people that I know so I don't have to do small talk? Yes. Oh, I might have a good deep conversation. Okay, what are we gonna do? Sit around and do nothing and pretend that we're funny, or we're gonna play some board games so there's an activity. Okay, I'd say yes to the board games. Next, we gotta move on to the food part. Is it just like dirty, unhealthy food that I can't even eat and that people keep asking me why I'm not eating anything, if I'm going to get something, and then I start taking a couple bites of something just to make people shut up, and then I turn out like I'm allergic, and so then I have a migraine for 5 days
you all
and I'm
put
throwing
people.
up as soon as I get home? Not going to do that. Or like good, clean, healthy, delicious food. Okay. Like, yeah, okay. I think I might go to that.
Which is
But like that
funny.
just doesn't happen. That's like a one in a million.
But the food is not like it's just like I love you know that about me. You know that I love
I
food,
love
right?
food.
I'm like the
Like,
food
what if
is not
I provided that for you? What if I had a Christmas party where we're playing board games and I'm serving really delicious food?
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go to the party where people are just sitting around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I did recognize that I need an objective, like to
An
actually enjoy.
objective.
I've
Okay.
always been like every time it drives my family crazy because my family doesn't like to play games. But I'm like, well, let's play games
What?
because yeah.
Why?
Well, we're really competitive, like Eric and I, so my husband and I, and he is very good at games and he always wins and everybody hates losing. So they don't like to play with us because they know they're never going to win.
My dad and I played a game with Kobe during Thanksgiving that Kobe didn't know how to play. And so I got to win the first round, and then Kobe figured out how to play the game because he watched my strategy knowing I obviously had one. And then
Hmm.
he won the next, I don't know, two or three. And then I was like, well, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, I get it. Like I totally get it.
Hmm.
But then like for me it's like the games are there's something to fill that in between where you can
Yeah.
still connect when there's not like real conversation happening, if that makes
Well, because like,
sense.
what are you really doing at a Christmas party other than eating
Yeah, I
in
don't
a
really go to
small
parties like
setting?
that. I honestly don't like to go to
You
parties like
don't?
that. No.
Where people are just sitting around and chatting.
No, and I never have parties like that. Like there's always something we're doing
Yeah.
if I'm throwing one
Yeah. You throw a
or
party
we're
with a
having
nice
a
party.
meal because that's also something that I feel like
Hmm.
gets people to not just like be sitting there like everybody's doing something.
You also do, like at your monthly meal thing, you do the icebreaker, which I think is very fun because I
It is
think it helps, even if you don't know people there, it helps you get to know them.
Yeah,
And I
and
think that's
everyone gets a
fun.
question ahead of time, so it's not like
Yeah. You're not
a
throwing it on
weird,
anyone.
awkward, like, no, but I am known for throwing people under, not for throwing people under the bus, but like Eric will sometimes tell me, like, whoa, simmer down. Like, that question was way too intense for that person. And I'm like, they answered it. It didn't seem that intense to them. Like, it'll be after the fact that I asked a question that was like, whoa, that was really personal.
I feel like
I
I
don't
love
think you
it.
should have asked that.
This is why I love you. I'm like, the deeper the better. Let's go. What are we doing? Why
Not
are we wasting
everybody is,
time?
though. Not everybody can accept that, and that's okay.
That's not our problem. That's theirs. They should go to
Oh,
therapy for it. That's how
I
I
know.
feel about it.
Oh, it's funny.
Okay, so speaking of that, bringing that topic up, how do you navigate family dynamics and emotional tension during the holidays? What do you do with that? Because
How
you,
do we?
yeah. Hmm.
I feel like people are going to be like, you're so crazy. There's no way that this is how it is. But I feel like we don't, like with our immediate families, we don't
Mm,
have a whole lot of crazy like
yeah.
drama or explosions or anybody that's like, what the heck are you doing? It's more like the communication between me and Eric. Like I said this to him.
Mm.
He's probably not going to like that I'm saying this on here. But I'm like, I've said this to him before where
Sorry,
it's like, why
Eric.
is it that on like every single holiday we don't get along? I don't understand it. Like, there's
Mm.
too much I don't know, there's, like,
Have
too
you
much
decided his Enneagram?
I think we think he's a 9.
So Kobe's kind of like that.
Is
And I
he?
think
Okay.
he is kind of like that. That's why I double checked to ask. I was like, I feel like we've been thinking he's a nine. And I think for nines, they get a lot of anxiety and they go to their six, Enneagram six. They like kind of reflect the Enneagram six with their stress and their anxiety. And they get a lot of anxiety about what could happen and how uncomfortable it could be. And then they just make it miserable because they kind of almost, I always say you're wanting to like create this conflict that doesn't exist so you don't have to go.
Yeah, it's like I almost feel like it's a self-sabotage, and I've
Yes.
talked to him about it. I'm
Yes.
like, "What can we
Yes.
do?" Like, before the holidays come, I'm
Hmm.
like, "Okay, we have this holiday coming up. We know that this is
It's
an issue for us,
stress.
so you
You
get
need to,
really tense during
I think
holidays."
you need to pre-chat about what are all the things because so remember sixes are our doomsday preppers, right? Like they see the cliff way before the rest of us. They see all the holes that we can't see. And so as nines, when they get stressed, they pick up that six tendency where Kobe, I can hear you breathing. You
He's
close?
like, "What are you saying about me?"
Come here. Can you come here a sec? This is a big deal. I know you're tired. I know you've had a million soccer games today. This is research. The people need to know. Okay, this is real. Come join me a second here with Savannah. So her husband is also a nine. Y'all, he's had so many soccer games today. He's been outside in the sun all day. So
He's like,
she
"You
was
gotta"
just,
he's gonna
Hi.
be like, "Where's all these 9" He's like, "You gotta have all these 9 husbands in here."
yes, we have so many nine husbands. We need to get
Throw
all the
them
nine
all in the
husbands on
same room,
together.
and we'll do like a
I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you right now, the nines won't like that.
I
So
know. I need a
Oh,
panel though for my
that
own.
actually might be part of the
Well,
thing. So we were talking about how we get along with our she was saying her and Eric, everything is smooth sailing all year long until we get to the holidays and all these events and then they have so much tension and that's like when they really don't get along. And you're like that when an event's coming. And she goes, I feel like it's self-sabotage. And I said, well, I think it's because when you know there's a gathering coming up, especially with family, you go to your six so hard and fast, you are pre-thinking about every conversation that could go wrong and all the places there could be intensity and stress, and you start self-sabotaging and you like make it stress. Do you feel that?
I'm gonna plead the fifth here.
You do feel that, don't you?
I'll say yes.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of real, huh?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's so
The family
interesting.
thing.
Because do you as a nine feel like not there's just never really a family gathering that can be perfect? Like somebody's always going to say something
Oh
or do
my
something.
gosh. Yeah.
So you pre-stress
So I
about
think
that.
as a nine, we go to that six
Yeah.
of thinking about like the worst thing that's gonna happen
Yeah, you're pre-thinking about the
because
worst thing that can
conflict
happen.
is not fun. So we're trying to avoid conflict.
But then you create conflict with your partner, so it doesn't make any
That's
sense.
fine. That's only one person who's mad. That's why we got this ring on our fingers because like that's what it is. But like
Conflict to the death.
conflict with like other family that we don't ever see, that's the worst thing ever. Because then
Eh,
but that's like kind of opening up a can of worms of saying,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna get a call from my mom being like, oh, so
Yeah.
and so said this, so and so is mad about this.
And you just feel like between us it's so easily over and with them it's not.
Yes.
And like it's just going to last and you get so stressed about what could happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's fair.
Yeah.
that
You
is
feel
fair.
that.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the most important question. Because threes, when Enneagram threes are stressed, y'all can go to a nine. So you can pick up a little bit of this. This is important for you to know. What could we do to help you be a little bit better with that? Like maybe sit down and give you containment so you can talk through all the things that you think could go wrong or what?
Well, I think it depends. I think for us,
Yeah.
it's mostly like just please, please, please don't say what's on your mind. Please don't say
Oh.
what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Because you're already saying it with your face. Just don't say it out
Oh
loud.
my gosh, somebody, our friend at his work, caught my mean mugging face at the soccer game on camera last week. And I was like, oh. My friend Des is like, I just want to know who you were looking at. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, it was a
You're
dirty
just in the
look.
zone.
It was I was in the dirty look zone.
I saw it. I remember you posted it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you need us to be less of ourselves? No.
That's not terrible to say, but
It does sound really bad, but it's okay.
yeah.
It
Just
just,
be like you. Then that'll solve all the conflict.
Yeah.
so don't be yourself. So we just need to ride the wave with you. Just know it's coming.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and be more gentle with you. Maybe can we remind you like, oh, you're kind of going to your six right now. Whew, take a breath. It's not going to be that bad.
It might be that bad. It might be. Because then there's external sources of what if your family members say something to you,
Oh,
and then again that's more conflict that I have to deal with. And I'm like,
Yeah.
let's just not do it.
like what if somebody
Just
calls me
not do it.
aggressive? You know?
I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong, but don't say it to her face, because then she's gonna get aggressive.
And if
going
you
Not
thought
in-
that
not
was
in the mood
aggressive,
for
you should
aggressive.
hold you should hold your apple cider because she's
Yeah.
about to get aggressive.
Oh man, that's so funny. Well, that's
So that
helpful.
stresses you out, huh?
So much, yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's a three, so I wonder if all of the expectations you have for all the things that need to look a certain way stress him out.
Probably. Well, and then also
Absolutely.
it's
Do you feel?
what do you say? What do you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I also am just non-committal and that drives him crazy, right? Because I told you that at the beginning. Like I don't always have like a full plan.
My heart just started racing right there. I need a plan, girl. I need a plan. Tell me what I need to expect. Tell me it's a week in advance.
Only a week?
I mean, a week is pushing on the holidays. I need
So
to
this
know.
is solidifying more that my husband is probably a 9. Yeah.
Yes. Like for me, you could not have that. Like so she's trying to like collect all the engagements and then she stands back and she goes, "What's the best objective at which engagements?"
one
And these are
sounds
the
the
ones that we're
most
going
fun?
to. Last minute. And so then last minute she tells him this is what we're going to do.
And he hates that. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
awful.
You know what he would do? You know what would you do, Cub? What would you do if I did that to you?
I would poop my pants.
You
So I wouldn't have to go. That's
wouldn't
exactly
go.
what I would do.
You wouldn't go.
Or I would start a nothing fight with you. So that way you.
She'll be like, you stay home. I'm going without you then.
Oh no! Okay, bye. And then I'd log on to Xbox and
Nothing fight.
yeah, nothing. Fight.
I think it's too late for Tiff.
I have been in the sun too much and watched too much soccer for that comment. A nothing fight.
It's a fight about nothing.
I know, but the
But it's
fact
a
that
fight.
Like, that's legit in my marriage too.
it's more the fact that he said,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm going to start a nothing fight."
Nothing fight.
And I'm so glad that we have this on record that you do this.
I'm not
Feel
saying
like
that.
good to know.
I'm saying that's what I would do in this situation.
Well, I think that we just had the best marriage counseling for Savannah and Eric and all the other
You
threes
did.
and nines in the world.
Perfect.
Wait.
Glad I could help.
Thank you. Thanks for taking one for the team, Colby.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but
Well-
really, that makes a lot of sense.
How
That's
do you
why
feel
he
about
starts fights with me.
How do you feel about that?
Makes me feel like I either need to commit or just say no to everything.
Yeah. So I will tell y'all, nines, especially if it probably doesn't matter their wing. Because nines need peace. Eights don't want to feel out of control or feel like they're being controlled. And ones need a plan. they need structure, they need to know what's happening. And so it doesn't really matter where a 9 sits. There's nothing about a 9 that loves any ounce of uncertainty. They need a plan, they need to know what they're doing and where they're going and when they're going there.
And he
So
pushes me for a plan, and I don't always want a plan.
I think you stress him out.
I think I do.
Mm.
And
I
it's
think you
funny.
guys should find a middle ground of like having a non-planned plan.
Well, that's what I feel like I tried to do, but clearly that doesn't work. Right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm
And he
like, well,
starts
here's
it.
all the things that we have. I just haven't decided what we're doing yet. He doesn't like that.
Yeah,
He's like,
because
just do
you,
something. What are we doing? I just want to know where we're going to be and what we're doing. I don't care what we're doing. I'll come along with you.
yeah,
Whatever. Like,
yeah.
anyway, so that's really,
Well,
wow,
that's
that's really insightful.
yeah. There you go. I don't know if you knew that that was going to be a coaching session, but we just did that. We
We
did that.
did.
I could hear him breathing. I was like, I can hear you. Like he was in there, the other room, like sniffling. I'm like, I can hear you breathing. Get in here. Okay. Well, y'all,
That's crazy.
that was your bonus. That was your bonus for this episode. Real quick, before we dive back in, I want to share something I created for the women who are growing, but still kind of feel like they're doing it alone. If that statement just hit, then this is for you. I've never felt so aligned and so alone. Is the message I kept hearing as more and more women were falling in love with their life doing what they were born to do. They were craving that like-minded, iron sharpening iron relationship with other women who were as focused, powerful, and determined to be positive as they were. And that is why I created the Growth Collective. It's our All Things Excellence book club community where you don't have to read the book because audio and PDF Cliff Notes are provided for you. There's a community for you to connect and network with other growth-minded women, plus 2 monthly Zooms where you receive connection and live coaching from me. Head on over to chelseadbc.com/book club to join us. All right, let's get back into it because what you're hearing today is exactly why spaces like the Growth Collective exist. We were never meant to grow alone. Okay, so when you overextend yourself because you've said yes to too many things, to check too many boxes, to make too many appearances, how do you recharge?
I shut down for 3 days.
Really?
And I didn't do anything. Yeah, I
Okay,
think
so
so.
like, what do you do? Like, what does your do nothing then as a 3 when you go to this sloth
What is
mode and
my
you
do
shut down?
nothing?
Like, are you like hallmarking it? Are you reading books? Are you like just like, are we
Like,
ordering takeout and the kids and you are in your pajamas on the couch for 3 days? What are we doing?
pretty much.
I love that.
Yeah, that's real, and it's really hard for me though. Like, even when I overextend myself, I'm like, I have to have a reset, but like, it's my reset's not gonna eat. Like, I'm not gonna get to that point unless I'm like almost sick because I've done too much or like I've overexerted myself.
Because do you feel that because so a 3 usually goes into box checking doing mode because they have to do that to prove that they are valuable and worthy. So do you feel that when you give yourself, like when you're on a break and you're, crashing on the couch, do you feel like you need to be doing more?
Hmm. Yeah, it's really hard for me to just sit there. So it's like, oh, you're like my brain will tell itself, like you're so lazy, like get up and do something. You have all these things that you have to do, like the laundry needs to be done.
Mm,
Like then it becomes this like house chore thing.
yeah.
Anyway, then I get down on myself because it's like, well, I've already been doing all of these things. Like, why can't I just get my life together? Like I've already anyway. So it's like it can be a really
Like a big
big
shame storm, which the
yeah.
emotional struggle of the heart triad, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s, is the emotional struggle is shame. So you like really get into your shame storm.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
can come out of it like pretty quickly, luckily. Like I feel like that's a I mean, I don't normally sit for 3 days. It's usually like 1 day. 3 days is like pretty dramatic, right? Because I'm a
I mean,
3
I
day
could,
kid for more than 3
I'll,
days.
I'll, I'll sit for 3.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
like to go on. My true rest and relaxation would be a vacation, but I can't always do that,
Yeah.
right? Like I love being away because
Okay,
it
this is,
means I don't have to worry about the house. I don't have to see all
mm,
the things that aren't getting done. It doesn't become a shame storm. It's just like it's there. I get to enjoy being here and being away from work, being away from my house. Yeah, I love vacation. Like I'm more rest and relax. Like a lot of people are like, I feel so relaxed at my own house,
yeah, that's how I feel.
and I don't. I'm
You
like,
feel
I
on
feel
vacation
relaxed when I'm on vacation.
because there's nothing around, there's nothing for you to look around and shame storm yourself about.
Yeah, there's nothing I have to do. I know
Yeah.
someone's gonna come in and make my bed.
Yeah.
I know I can go to a restaurant to go eat, and someone else is
Mm,
gonna clean
you
it
have a
up.
coach.
Doesn't have to be me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think about going on vacation and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so much work to pack and unpack. I actually really love pretending like I'm not home and turning all the lights off and watching Netflix for like 2 or 3 days straight and just recharging like that.
See,
And
and
leaving
I
my
like
phone
to
at
do
my
that,
office.
but not at my house. Like, I
Yeah,
love to
we both have
go watch
kids
a
and that might be a
show.
little different.
Yeah.
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 A little breaky.
Mm-hmm.
What traditions make you feel most like yourself during the holidays? Like, what are your
Hmm.
traditions? Like things you have to do. Like,
Christmas morning breakfast.
um, do
Yeah.
you have a traditional food you make?
Yeah, well, my mom makes breakfast every Christmas morning, and she does like a stuffed French toast with like buttermilk syrup and bacon and candied bacon, and like
What?
it's pretty much sugar overload, but it's
So
so
good.
so
Your
good.
mom is just magical, though. Your mom
Yeah,
is a
she's
magical
really good at
human.
yeah, she's pretty good at everything that she does. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think there's anything she does she's not good at.
When I grow up, I want your mom's life aesthetic, but especially the hardware in her home.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Every time I'm at your mom's house, I'm like, I love this faucet.
Yeah. Yeah, she picks out a
Picked
lot of
out
really
really
good things.
great fixtures for her home. She's like
She does.
stuff.
They own a plumbing company, so that's
Yeah,
part of it too, you
it's
know? They
it's
gotta have
fabulous.
good fixtures in their
Yeah,
house.
yes. She's also very sweet, and but she's a six.
Yes. Yes.
She's a six, so living in that 3 6 triad there with you.
Yeah.
So when
But she'll always be
she,
like, "I'm sorry I gave you this 3, like, I gave you the shame of always needing to do," and I'm like, "Not really, it's okay."
well, yeah, she did. You know my theory on that. You know my theory on the Enneagram thing and how it's like,
Well, it's
you
the
knit me
womb
together
thing,
in my
right?
mother's womb, like
Yeah.
in utero. Y'all, I have a theory, and I've been like working on this theory for like 8 years,
Better
and
stop
it
out
is
there.
like,
Sorry if that's coming through.
oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. I have this theory that whatever the mother is going through in that moment when the kid is in utero, it's kind of like programming the kid a little bit. So when an Enneagram 6 is stressed, they go to a 3. So you might be a 6 and hearing some of this stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, actually, I am all of this during the holidays. And that's because Enneagram 6s are very 3ish in the holidays, and they're box checking, and they're feeling the shame, and they're, just trying to show up and do all the things and look good, and, show the family that they're making progress in their life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, it's true. It's very possible. Okay, so this is a question I've been asking people. What are the foods that make you feel like it's the holidays? I feel like we all have like certain foods. Like Kobe cannot, there's no way I could get through a Christmas season with that dude and not make him my mom's sugar cookies. There's no way.
Yeah.
Mm.
For me, I think when Thanksgiving hits, like I love appetizers. So I
Mm.
love cheese balls. I love the spinach and artichoke dip. Like it's like this is the holidays. Like
Okay, when you think
all of
holidays,
that.
you think appetizers.
Yes.
All
I
the
love
apps.
appetizers.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I love it. How does your need to perform and prove show up around the holidays? Do you have to do this whole like matching pajama thing, matching Christmas dresses thing type of?
I do like matching pajamas.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Are there
Usually,
photos to prove that you guys have the matching pajamas?
not always.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's like more just I creating the traditions that I think should be
Mm,
happening.
yeah. Forcing them to happen.
Except I will say I'm proud of myself for never starting that stupid
Oh, the elf.
elf
Good.
challenge. I shouldn't say
I
stupid.
can't.
It's really cute. It's really, really
Yes,
cute, but
it's so cute
it's
for the
just
people that do
another
it.
thing to add to my checklist that I
I
don't
can't
want.
believe you didn't.
I know.
I,
I'm
I don't
proud of
even
it.
know how that didn't
It's
happen for you.
probably because Eric is like, no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing the elf.
He balances me in that way.
Oh, he is so good for you. Like that is like God
Really good
chose
for me.
him for you. Like he
Yeah.
really keeps you. I wonder if
He
Kobe
does.
would do the
He
elf. I
keeps
don't.
me
I feel like
simple, and sometimes it
yeah.
drives me crazy because I want to not be simple because I want to do all the things. Like that's just part of me. And we talked about it before having kids. Like, should we do this elf thing? And he's like, no, we're not doing that.
Stop
And I'm
it.
like,
You guys,
"Yeah."
before you ever even got married, y'all were talking about the
No, no,
elf?
no, before kids.
Or before kids, I mean, before kids, you talked about
Yeah,
the
like,
elf?
right as we were gonna have our kids, we're like, "Well, what are we
Yeah.
doing for Christmas?" Like,
Are we
what are
gonna do
these
the elf?
traditions that we're setting up? How are we talking about Santa?
Yeah.
How are we keeping Jesus
Mm,
this season? Like, those were just
that's
things
big.
we felt like we should
Yeah.
talk about before it actually came up.
Okay, so I have two brothers. One set, they have Santa, and the other they don't. So then my parents always have to remind the boys, Bracken and Barrett, Brinley and Cooper believe in Santa. So like like if they talk about it, you agree, okay? Let them have their magic. Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole thing.
it's hard topics with kids when there's
Yeah.
such
We didn't
differences,
have
like,
Santa. Yeah. We didn't have Santa. Did you have Santa growing up?
we did, but he wasn't, like, a super big deal, like, he brought stockings and usually, like, one little gift. It wasn't like
I would do it. I honestly would do Santa for my kids for the stockings. Not something
we do
crazy, but
Santa for stockings, yeah.
yeah,
But, like,
because I
I'm
think
like,
it's
"Oh, I think it would
fun.
be so fun to, like, go to the store and, like, take pictures of Santa," and Eric's like, "No, we're not doing that. That's, like, not what Christmas is about," and I'm like, "I understand, but it's, like, the magic," right? So he
It's the
totally
magic.
is like
It's
he
the
balances
magic.
me out, which is good though, because then it's traditions you don't have to keep up on, and so then I don't have as many
Oh,
things that I have to do every season. So even though I might be
cool.
upset about it right at first, like,
Mm-hmm.
the longer it goes on, the more I'm like, "Oh, okay, like,
Glad we're not checking that box.
yeah, thanks."
Yeah, and I think the nines foresee like this is going to be annoying and this is going to be draining, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I do
They
see
see the
that.
bigger picture.
But Kobe, I think Kobe still believes in Santa,
Mhm.
or
Oh,
he jokes and teases about it so that way, he like
so,
so that way I can make sure his stocking is full. That's really what
yeah.
that's going on about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, stockings are fun. They're
I
cute.
do think they're fun. I think they're fun. I think they're cute. I think that's really cool though, because I think that if you weren't married to a nine, I think you'd be doing a lot more.
Yeah, probably. And I feel like I
You'd
already do a
have the,
lot.
yeah, I
So,
think you would.
hmm
I think you'd have the
yeah,
elf. I think you'd be doing the photos and the pajamas and the
I'll be doing the
cards.
extreme Santa footprints outside,
I know, I don't even hate that.
reindeer on the roof. Like, I
I
don't know.
know.
All the
I know.
things.
I'm like, Brett, how can you give your kids $20 for the tooth fairy, but not give them Santa? Come on now.
Yeah, the $20 for the tooth fairy. Jeez.
Yeah. I
It
think
was so
Bracken
much.
got $20. I think he did. And Brett was like, oh my gosh, it's all I had. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously. Like
Yeah, but now you have to keep up with that.
that, yeah. So maybe that was like the first tooth rate. I don't know.
They
I don't
would
know.
be
I don't
like,
know.
year two. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully it's
There you
just the
go.
tooth fairy. Otherwise, your
The
tooth
first
fairy.
tooth rate. Yeah. So what in all of the holiday, what helps you to slow down and be present during the holiday instead of just trying to be productive?
Probably Eric, if I'm
I
being
think it
honest.
is. I think it is.
Yeah.
But I love the level of just respect and honor that you have for him because I think a lot of men are begging their wives to not go overboard. And then they just do it anyways. And then that's where all the fights are.
Yeah. It would be like,
Yeah.
we should ask him, right? Because it's like, I
Yeah.
think
You
there's
can
some,
ask him.
yeah. I'm like, where are you? I don't know. He just got home from vacation, but
Yeah.
he wasn't on vacation. He was on a work trip.
Yes.
It
He was
feels like
not on
vacation
vacation.
thrown
He was
around.
not at the beach, y'all. He was not. He was working.
Yeah, he was working. But,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay. No, what was I gonna, I totally, what were we
Oh, what
talking
helps
about?
you slow down? Him. He helps you slow down.
Oh yeah, yeah, he helps me slow down. Well, and then I think like there are some things that I want to fight him on, right? And I will fight him on, but there's other things that I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like it's not a big deal. So I think we've learned to just we've learned to like meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So he'll still let
Did
me
you
do.
grow up with a lot of traditions? Did you grow up with a lot of traditions?
I want to say yes.
Yeah. Like I would say that we have a lot of, I would say like we grew up with a lot of traditions. Like
Yeah.
we have a very, but I grew up with a very traditional family where there's just a lot of, I mean, I don't know. I grew up in like a pretty religious family. Like there's a lot of rituals in general. And so then I think that that led to a very traditional family where we're really close and we have all these things. And so Kobe also grew up in a zero religious family. Like I grew up in Jesus is the reason for the season, and he grew up for Santa's the reason, and gifts are the
Yeah.
reason for the season. But we both grew up in families that are wildly traditional and have a lot of traditions around the holidays. And I think that that matters because I think if you grow up with, this is what I'm finding from talking to all of y'all. And I've talked to everyone except two. And it seems to me like if you grew up in a home that had a lot of like rituals and traditions through the holidays, you want to implement that same thing for your family and your kids because that is the magic of the holidays.
Yeah. No, and that's true. And I think that's where some of the conflict was like early on with our kids was that like, well, I want to have these traditions because they're cute and like, why not?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but he's thinking the bigger picture. Well, then we have to keep up on it. And what if we ever don't want to do it? You know,
Well, then you can stop.
well,
You always have the permission to stop.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
But like,
Kobe wants the tradition of going to Flagstaff every year for or for Christmas. He wants to go see family like the 20th through the 23rd, or like the 19th through the 23rd. And then on the 24th, he wants to go up to
have your
Flagstaff
own little thing. Yeah.
and stay there until like New Year's Day.
Like, why not? I mean, that sounds great.
That's so then it's both, right? So then you're getting both.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
that
thinks
sounds great.
he thinks one day he's going to convince my Iowa family to come
To you.
to Flagstaff.
Oh, to Flagstaff. Okay.
Like, why would they? No, they're not leaving 0 degrees with snow to come to 0 degrees of snow.
More snow. Yeah. Like, yeah, come to come to
Yeah,
Phoenix.
they're like, we're gonna stay in your house in Phoenix. You can go to
You
Flagstaff.
guys go have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's interesting, though. That's like a whole different poll that we could ask people is what level of tradition did each spouse grow up with, and then how have you implemented or lack thereof those in your marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think and I think we've met in the middle because like his family really didn't have a lot of traditions. Like Thanksgiving was their big holiday. Like they all loved Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
and then Christmas was ours. So
I love that. He grew up with a lot of kids, though, right?
yeah, he is from 6, and he's number 5 of 6.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's different too. You're on the end. You're number 5. Like you don't even own a baby book because you definitely didn't get one by the time you got to number 5. And then I think, a lot of kids growing up in the. When did you grow? You didn't grow up in the 90s.
Oldest.
You were born in the 90s.
Yeah. I was born in the.
Right. So,
Okay, baby. Yeah, you're a baby.
you were not growing up in the 90s. But I think, then you have to think about it's hard to make a lot of traditions when you have a lot of kids because traditions cost money.
Yeah,
I think that's
lots
the
of
thing too. They cost money. So interesting. You'll have to ask them about that. Let me know.
Yeah, well,
The people want to know. Okay, so to wrap this baby up, our very favorite question that we ask every single person is, what is one piece of advice or permission that you would love to give your fellow Enneagram 3s?
ooh, permission for 3s.
You know what I heard earlier? That I just wanted to you said it earlier, and then I'm like, no, I'll wait till the end.
Do it. Tell me.
It is to like not have to do all the things.
Yeah.
To not have to do the box checking.
Yeah. Like, just do what you want to do. Don't do it for appearance or because that's what you think everyone else is going to want to do or whatever. I don't know. I think part of it is like, part of wanting to do all the things too is just like giving your kids like the best childhood that you can and then thinking like, well, what did my mom do growing up? Well, my childhood was really great. Like, I don't have any issues with my childhood and she did all of these things. So like, if I'm not doing all of those things that she did growing up, are my kids really going to have a good childhood?
It's a whole thing.
That was really deep internally. Like, that's obviously not, I mean, that's like a deep internal
Yeah. I mean,
issue.
but that's what the Enneagram is.
Yeah. But
If I don't do all the things that she did, will my kids experience as great of a childhood as I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's that, the Enneagram 3.
Obviously, but I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to not do all the things.
Yeah.
As much as you want to.
Yeah. And pick the ones that matter the most to you.
Yeah, pick the ones that matter the most. That would be the best advice or like the best permission is just
from an Enneagram 3, permission to not do the elf.
Yes. Don't do it.
My mind is blown. I look at that and some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had kids because I would do this elf. And then I'm like, I don't even like waking up with my dog in the middle of every night, let alone waking up to like change the elf. I did ask Kobe. I said, would you do the elf? He says, nah, man, could you imagine the day we had today and then we have to stay awake for the kids to go to bed and then we have to come up with an idea and move the elf? Stop it.
It actually makes sense. Like, why as a 3 I wouldn't want to do that though, too, is because I have that I have that issue of like failing. So like what if I forget it one day or I'm not doing it the way that everybody else is doing it? Like, oh my gosh, I love the way that they're doing all of the crazy things with the guy with the elf like TPing all the things or like being in the so for me it's like I would just rather do none of it because I don't want that pressure on myself.
Oh my gosh, because you couldn't, because for you as a three, it would have to be the ultimate dog and pony show. Like you would have to have this elaborate, like peed in the toilet with the clear plastic and it's everywhere and there's like chocolate chips all over the counter because he pooped and he's like swinging from the ceiling fan and he's teepeed the living room,
Yeah,
right?
I can't have anything. I
You would
think
have to, because it's about the show, right? Like I don't have anything, but I'm like, well, I don't have to. I'm not trying to impress anybody here. I'm just trying to make my kids believe in a little bit of magic.
yeah.
Honestly, you know why I would do it? Because I will do anything as long as I possibly can to trick my kids into believing that they need to behave a little bit better. You know, when I'm getting ready to come back, my brothers threaten those kids. We'll tell her she can't come. Aunt Chelsea and
Yeah.
Uncle Kobe, they're not going to come. We're going to cancel their tickets.
Which is so funny. Yeah, I was talking to my friend about this though, because we have kids that are in first and second
Yeah,
grade, and it's like
yeah.
all the kids are talking about this elf that they have, and some kids don't have an elf, and some kids do have an elf, and some parents use the elf as that punishment for their kids and say like, and I guess some parents are telling their kids like, well, they don't have an elf because they're a good kid all the time. And some parents are telling their kids that like they do have an elf because they're bad kids or like so it's actually I feel like really bad
I
that
feel like
these
there's a
parents
bunch of therapists that are going to make a lot of money
yes.
off of the elf.
Yes.
Like we're
I'm just
using the
like
elf to shame.
when my friend was telling me this, I was like,
This is a
"Oh,
thing.
but like yeah, what do you tell your kids?" Like, I don't
So
know.
my mom's entire family, all my cousins believed in Santa. And my dad's entire family, there's no Halloween, there's no Santa, there's no nothing. No tooth fairy, nothing, right? They're that level of religious. And I never believed in Santa because I was like, well, it's not even logical. Like that doesn't even make sense. I mean, seriously though, like there's no logic behind this. And my cousins would be like, but he's magical. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll let you little suckers believe in magic. Like that's cool.
You
You know,
never believed in Santa, Chelsea, ever?
it just
Really?
didn't make, I was like, this doesn't even make sense. But as an eight, eights are born as little adults. So, you know,
Yeah.
we're too busy taking care of everybody else. We would have been, we're like, oh my gosh, I don't need one more thing to do to make sure everybody else is being taken care of with Santa, to believe in Santa. So, you know, I think about that and I think about like, just in general, letting kids kind of believe what they want to believe. But I think some of these kids, I don't know. I do. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think there's going to be a lot of therapy. But then
Mhm.
some of these kids are just going to be okay instantly because they're going to just know. Like they're going to wake up one day and they're going to know and they're going to be okay because they're going to realize it's all kind of
Silly. Fun.
silly and it's not real. And, you know, all I remember thinking when I was their age, when I was in first grade and half of my cousins believed in it and half of my cousins didn't, all I could think was, I wish that I did because those cousins are getting more presents. That's what I saw.
That's so funny.
Uh-huh.
And you never even pretended.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes when kids find out, they just pretend because they know that the magic's over once they actually admit it to their parents. But it's actually cute because my sister-in-law does this thing with her kids where like once they know about Santa Claus, she has this letter that they read and it's like, you know, you don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, but now you get to help carry on the magic and the tradition. And so like we need you to help like continue this and here's why we do Santa and it's like this whole sweet thing that's like
Which sister-in-law is it the one I know?
mhm. She's really good at that kind of stuff.
I can see that from her. I love her.
Yeah, she's so great.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I knew the moment that you started saying that. I was like, I know which sister-in-law this is. So y'all, Savannah, if you live in the Phoenix area, she does monthly Savor Society events where there's 12 tickets. You come, there's always a presenter of the month, different topics, health, wellness, personal growth, all the things. She cooks a killer delicious meal every single time. Oh my gosh, I'm always like devouring it. and the people are wonderful. And so that's how I've got to meet a lot of her family members.
Yeah, that's
Just
really
because
been
over the
great.
events, they've come to all of them, and so I love them. So, oh my gosh. Well, thanks for coming back and being our three.
And doing therapy on me, I guess.
I
Giving
know.
therapy advice. Oh, I'm like, wow, that was my
My
words.
gosh. You know what? We need to have a series where Kobe's on here. We're just doing like marriage 101 or something where people can submit questions ahead of time and Kobe and I will tackle them with the Enneagram or whatever in general. So that was funny.
That was funny.
I'm still laughing over the nothing fight. I think it's really funny. I'm like, because I've always said that. I've always said like, I think you're doing this thing
You're
to
just
like
like
make a
making
thing,
this up so you don't have to
to
do
get
it.
out of the thing. And then he admitted to
He
it. He was
admitted
too
it.
tired. He was too tired.
Yeah.
He didn't even know that he was
Too
admitting.
late. Past your bedtime.
I know. So glad it's recorded. So, well, thank you for coming back and doing this
Yeah,
with us.
this is
We
great.
always love having you.
It's so fun.
You guys jump to all the links below. Make sure you follow her. She's an incredible influencer on Amazon. Or on Amazon. You do post Amazon
I
things.
don't do a
Holy
lot on
smokes. On Instagram with lots of things that you can get off of Amazon. Oh my
Restore.
gosh. Can you guess? So I am in the throes of soccer season. We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 games this week. And I have a career and I have a podcast. So the soccer tournament brain is real today. But go to the show links, follow her with all the things. She's awesome and incredible, always sharing really, really great products that I love. You were doing something today that I was like, oh, what did you do today? What was your reel that you posted today? What product was it? It was a food. You posted Vital Proteins. I do love Vital Proteins. Goodles. You made a Goodles mac and cheese with bacon sandwich. Was that sourdough?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good.
it looked good. Follow Savanna for more delicious food tips.
It's not always good for you, but it does taste good.
It's always good.
But it's Goodles. It's a little bit better, right? Than
Yes.
Kraft.
It's a little bit better. It's not Kraft, not knocking Kraft, guys, just saying it's a little
No,
healthier
Kraft
than
is
that.
delicious, but yeah.
There you go.
All
All right.
good.
Well, thanks for
So
coming
fun.
back.
Me.
Thank you everybody for listening. We only have 2 more episodes left in our Enneagram in the Holidays series. We've got 2s and 1s coming up next week. And that is all she wrote. We are going to bring our Enneagrams back at the end of season 3. We'll be coming back doing Enneagram and business, how you show up at work. I know. So stay tuned for season 3. It'll come here in like the next 4 or 5 months. I don't know the exact timing of how the days all pan out, but that is where we're going to bring the Enneagram back towards the end of Enneagram. End of season 3. We'll bring it back. So thank you everybody for listening, and we will talk to you all next time. Thanks for listening to All Things Excellence. If something landed with you today, I'd love for you to follow the show, share it with a friend, or leave a quick review. It helps more women find these transformational conversations. And if you're ready for support with your next step, or needing someone to stand in the gap with you to figure out what that even is, I'd love to create that space for you. And my intro clarity call is a great place to start, because life is too quick and too full to have to figure it out alone. Until next time, All Things Excellence fam, thank you for listening.